App Store on your smartphone. You'll get the Morning Wake Up Alarm Top Stories Morning Weather. Ooh, you could use that today. Download it. And stay with us. A teen in Jay facing several charges this morning, including 2 counts of attempted murder. The apparent argument with his parents that led to his father being shot.
Temperatures are in the 70s and low 80s along the coast, so it's pretty mild and it is a little bit muggy out there. We're still talking the rain today. Relief is in sight, though. I'll let you know when to expect that in the 5:30 half hour.
It's here. It's big and it's happening right now. The Vince Wibbs Summer Truck Sale. Save up to $12,000 off Sierra Crew cabs, $7,000 off HDs, $5,000 off Canyons, or payments as low as $229 a month at Vince Wibbs GMC, Car City, Pensacola.
Look to Gulf Coast Vision Center to bring your family the most trusted eye care on the Gulf Coast. From junior to senior and every age between, the optometric physicians of Gulf Coast Vision Center are here to provide comprehensive eye care for the whole family. Eye exams, cataract, glaucoma, macular degeneration evaluations, and LASIK consultation. Plus the latest frames, lenses, and contacts. All here in 5 convenient locations. To find a Vision Center near you, visit GulfCoastVisionCenter.com and see what you've been missing.
I'm Chris Dosev. I'm a husband and dad and a Marine. I know what it takes to raise a family and to be a veteran here in Northwest Florida. The genuine conservative values we live by must be represented in Washington. I have lived with these values all my life. I will work hard to improve the care and services to our veterans. Our veterans' needs must be met. They earned it. Families are our foundation, and I will put our families first with everything I do in Washington. I'm Chris Dosev, and I'm asking for your vote because character matters, and I approve this ad.
Here's your Buick, sir. Actually, that's my Buick.
Your Buick doesn't have a roof rack. This is my Buick. How are we going to fit in your mom's Buick?
Easy.
I like that new Buick.
Me too.
I was actually talking about that Buick.
I knew that.
Did you?
Buick's fresh new lineup is full of surprises.
Get 1.9% APR financing for 72 months, plus $2,000 purchase allowance on most 2018 Buick Enclave models.
Plumbing emergency and great day typically would not go in the same sentence. But when I was in a bind, Peden showed up and saved the day. Not only did they unclog my drains, they gave me tips on how to avoid this problem in the future. I even made it on time to my lunch date. They really are the Peden pros.
Call Peden, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, or visit Peden.com.
Captain World and major savings here for World Ford, the Panhandle's #1 Ford dealer and home of the double military discount. Stop by today and shop hundreds of new vehicles at World Ford in the heart of Car City. Online at worldfordpensacola.com.
Now, on Channel 3 News.
A Santa Rosa County teenager in custody this morning accused of trying to kill his parents. Why investigators say he did it. Is there anything you can do to get away from Google? Just how they're collecting your information now. And honoring a fallen hero. The airmen receiving the Medal of Honor this week. 3 in the morning starts now.
You're watching Northwest Florida's news station. This is WEAR, 3 in the morning in high definition.
Good morning. It is 5:30 this Tuesday. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I'm Laura Hussey. Jared Willett has the week off, but my partner in crime, meteorologist Caitlin Wright, back in the Weather Center today, just in time to tell you about some rain.
Just in time. I left telling you about rain, and I come back still telling you about rain. But I promise, relief is in sight. If I came back tomorrow, that would be a little bit of a different story. So 3D Doppler, we are completely dry for now, so that's good news. And this is also really good news as well. The visibility is looking okay outside. It's in the upper 70s, some areas even low 70s, but some areas along the coast like Fort Walton Beach, Destin, and Gulf Shores in the low 80s. It's 75 in Birmingham right now. Check out the 60s, though. That's because these areas like Little Rock and Oklahoma City behind the cold front, that'll continue scraping from the northwest to the southeast. So we will be on the backside of that, and we will see dry air. I'll let you know exactly when to expect that and the timing of the showers this afternoon, coming up in just a little bit.
Traffic Watch is sponsored by Lee Buick GMC.
We do have one problem spot to tell you about right now. Jays Way and Willard Norris Road. There's a crash with injuries. The road is blocked at this time, so please be careful. Avoid that area if you can. We'll take a quick look at the Escambia Bay Bridge where traffic is light. Please be careful this morning. And looking at your news, a teenager from Jay now accused of trying to kill his parents. 15-year-old Jackson Baxley was arrested Sunday and charged with attempted murder and resisting arrest. The arrest report says it all started when his parents told him he could no longer see his girlfriend. Sunday morning, investigators say he confronted them with a shotgun at a home on Highway 89. When his father, David Baxley, tried to take it, he was shot in the leg. The teen then tried to make a run for it. The deputies got there, but he was arrested ultimately. Neighbor Renee Franklin says the teenager was always friendly, and she's shocked.
I'm even more surprised because he was really sweet, quiet. So I'm getting on the school bus. He never did anything or seemed to be doing anything wrong.
Well, right now, Jackson Baxley is being held at the Department of Juvenile Justice. He's also charged with arson and making a firebomb, but investigators would not give us any other details on that yet. Officials say his father had multiple surgeries and he is expected to recover. A former PTA board member is sentenced to 2 years in state prison for embezzling thousands of dollars from that organization. Serena Young pleaded no contest to organized fraud, forgery, and grand theft. Young served on the board of the Ferry Pass Elementary PTA from 2013 to 2016. Investigators found she stole $20,000 during that time. Prosecutors say she also worked at JCPenney and falsified merchandise return records to hide $9,000 in thefts at that store. A Pensacola man is headed to prison for stealing from a business on Thanksgiving Day. Justin Evers pleaded no contest to charges including grand theft auto and burglary. He broke into APS Waste on Pine Forest Road back in November, stole tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, including a travel trailer and tools. The trailer was later found in Baldwin County. Evers has been sentenced to 6 years in prison. Improvements are coming to the Myrtle Grove area to make it safer for pedestrians. People living in Myrtle Grove say the sidewalks are really bad, broken, blocked, or even non-existent there. Last week, Escambia County commissioners announced their support of the Brick by Brick program. It will fund sidewalks along West Jackson Street. Ronnie Rivera, who's president of the Jim C. Downey Community Center, says with the heavy traffic, people put themselves at risk just getting around.
People are literally losing their lives on the side of the road, and it's time that we step up and do something about that. We would like to see every resident have the benefit of a walkable community.
Rivera says he'll meet with the county administrator and the Board of Commissioners this week to talk about options for getting this project moving forward. In Cantonment, Escambia County is moving forward with some drainage improvements in the Carver Park area. The $1.3 million project is focused south of Muskogee Road. They'll be adding some roadside swales, curb inlets, reinforced stormwater pipes, and a retention pond. The water mains are going to have to be moved and the streets repaved. Work on all of that could begin next month. Florida gubernatorial hopeful Andrew Gillum will be campaigning in Pensacola today. The Tallahassee mayor is vying for the Democratic nomination in the Florida primary August 28th. He's going to hold a meet and greet promoting early voting at the Supervisor of Elections office on Palafox Place. That kicks off just after 8 o'clock this morning. Another meet and greet starts at 8:45 at the West Florida Regional Library on North Spring Street. This week, a Hurlburt Field airman, a fallen American hero, will be recognized for his sacrifice. Tech Sergeant John Chapman will posthumously receive the Medal of Honor. Yesterday, Okaloosa County saw his family off to attend the ceremony in Washington, D.C. Here's Catherine Daniel.
The Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport was a sea of red, white, and blue, a fitting send-off to a family who lost so much, and their American hero who made the ultimate sacrifice. Tech Sergeant John Chapman took the kind of actions legends are made of. This Air Force video of his March 2002 battle in Afghanistan shows Chapman and his reconnaissance team. They bravely engaged the enemy in the rescue of a Navy petty officer who had fallen from the chopper they were on, landing on an enemy-infested mountaintop. Despite being wounded in the rescue, Chapman continued to fight, ultimately losing his life. People who showed up to see his family depart say that show of valor is just who he was.
His tenacity and his drive was incredible. Again, I can't think of a better human that represents what the Medal of Honor stands for.
Chapman becomes the first airman since the Vietnam era to receive the Medal of Honor on September 1st. Those who know this hero's background say he would be humbled by the award, a man described as a patriot and a friend.
Knowing John on a personal level was absolutely a blessing. to be able to go through training with him and jump with him and dive with him and run with him and do all of the other things that we do from a special tactics operational arena. It was absolutely a blessing to have even a very short time.
His widow, Valerie Nessel, and daughters Madison and Brianna preferred not to speak at the event. But the outpouring of this community said it all. Catherine Daniel, Channel 3 News.
During that battle 16 years ago, 7 service members lost their lives. Sergeant Chapman will also be promoted to Master Sergeant on September 1st. A good reminder, Caitlin, as we do our thing today, there are still people on this very moment in harm's way for us. So we thank you all who serve. We got so many great military people in our area.
Yeah, thank you.
Good stuff. All right, heading out into kind of a mixed bag today, but mostly rainy.
Yeah, and it's not too bad, at least this morning. No dense fog advisory. We're not seeing the rain falling right now. So as we're sending the kids to the bus stop, they're looking okay, but you might want to pack that rain gear with them, similar to what we've seen over the last couple of days. With this soggy day on tap, we are expecting scattered showers through the afternoon and evening, but we do clear out soon and see plenty of sun. I'll let you know when that is coming up in just a few.
Conservative Rebecca Bidlack, or career politician Mike Hill. Bidlack is endorsed by the NRA for defending our rights. Our career politician Mike Hill, running for his 5th office in the last 8 years. Rebecca Bidlack, who stands with President Trump and will outlaw sanctuary cities. Or politician Mike Hill, who joined Democrats fighting against Governor Scott's jobs program, hurting Florida families. Liberals choose Hill. Rebecca Bidlack is the conservative choice.
It's here, it's big, and it's happening right now. The Vince Wibbs Cadillac Made to Move sales event. Save thousands on the XC5 with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $2,000 in down payment assistance at Vince Wibbs Cadillac, Car City, Pensacola.
Attention. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you have 14 days to seek medical attention, or your insurance does not have to pay. Northwest Florida Physicians Group can help. Dr. David Brannon, MD, and our team of trained professionals have the knowledge and expertise all under one roof to accurately diagnose and treat a multitude of injuries resulting from auto accidents. Same-day appointments are available if necessary to meet the 14-day requirement. Northwest Florida Physicians Group. Call us today.
Balance is the key. Create balance with a new Pen Air credit card and enjoy an introductory rate on purchases and balance transfers. Apply by August 31st at penair.org/credit cards.
Billy Anderson here with Anderson Subaru. We're honored to announce a military discount for active duty and reserve members, as well as recent veterans and retirees. It's simple. Take $500 off the final price of any new Subaru. That's an additional $500 off your best price. We salute the men and women who serve, as well as our own employees who have served. Thank you for your service.
Shop the Subaru, a lot to love event going on now at Anderson Subaru, Highway 29, north of Car City, Pensacola.
Anderson's got a Subaru for you.
Welcome back. Time now just approaching 5:40. There's that bus stop forecast. Looking pretty good by about 7 o'clock. There might be a couple of spotty showers, but for the most part, we are actually going to be dry until the afternoon and evening, maybe even late morning. We'll start to see those showers develop. But by 2 o'clock, 84 degrees. Most of that cloud cover in. That rain will help our temperatures stay rather steady and stable as we see highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Can you imagine what a mess it would be if all of those flight information screens at the airport suddenly went dark? On Tech Bites today, how one of the world's major airports dealt with exactly that.
In today's Tech Bites, Google's trouble over tracking locations.
A lawsuit against Google for storing location data when it said it was and could become a class action lawsuit. Google all but admitted the practice last week.
Well, the suit argues it violates California privacy laws.
A mobile company has been caught faking a photo shoot.
Huawei released a commercial for its Nova 3. A couple is seen taking some beautiful selfies with what appears to be the phone.
But the model in the commercial posted this picture on Instagram showing the selfie was actually taken with a high-end camera. The Chinese phone maker points to a disclaimer in the ad that says it shows product characteristics.
And a computer glitch forced London's #2 airport to go old school.
Workers at Gatwick Airport had to use whiteboards to let tens of thousands of passengers know their flight information when the digital screens went dark.
And still no delays. Those are your Tech Bites.
Tech Bites, sponsored by Lyrica.
To most people, I look like most people. But on the inside, I feel chronic, widespread pain. Fibromyalgia may be invisible to others, but my pain is real.
Fibromyalgia is thought to be caused by overactive nerves. Lyrica is believed to calm these nerves.
I'm glad my doctor prescribed Lyrica.
For some, Lyrica delivers effective relief for moderate to even severe fibromyalgia pain and improved function. Lyrica may cause serious allergic reactions, suicidal thoughts, or actions. Tell your doctor right away if you have these: new or worse depression, unusual changes in mood or behavior, swelling, trouble breathing, rash, hives, blisters, muscle pain with fever, tired feeling, or blurry vision. Common side effects: dizziness, sleepiness, weight gain, swelling of hands, legs, and feet. Don't drink alcohol while taking Lyrica. Don't drive or use machinery until you know how Lyrica affects you. Those who've had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica.
With less pain, I can do more with my family.
Talk to your doctor today. See if Lyrica can help.
We got some new blood and some pushing the expiration date.
Gotta work twice as fast, 3 times as hard. Because you're old as hell?
Nathan Fillion is The Rookie. Premieres Tuesday, October 16th on ABC.
Most parents keep up with their kids' vaccines, but how many remember their own?
A lot of people don't know what their immunization status is.
When you should get shots for shingles, tetanus, hepatitis, and more. In Sinclair Cares, Thursday on 3 in the morning.
A lot of Volkswagen in every Volkswagen. During Volkswagen Smile and Drive Days, you can lease a value-packed 2018 Tiguan S for just $189 a month or get a $1,000 bonus.
I'm Rick Scott, and I approve this message.
Our immigration mess isn't caused here. It's caused here by career politicians like Bill Nelson. The Senate had the chance to stop cities from obstructing immigration laws, but Nelson voted no 3 times. Now, Nelson's co-sponsored a bill to bring back the catch-and-release policy that's allowed 900,000 illegal immigrants caught here to stay here just by not showing up in court. Bill Nelson, dangerous on immigration.
For our 23rd year, Channel 3 Sports brings you Prep Football Final. All the scores, top plays, the big hits, and feature stories you'll see only on Prep Football Final. Join me, Dan Shugart, and Steve Nissom for Prep Football Final Friday nights at 11 only on Channel 3.
Traffic Watch is sponsored by Lee Buick GMC.
Let's have a look at Beulah Road in the interstate. Things are picking up there. Still kind of a dark shot, but everybody's moving along smoothly. US 29 in the interstate, light traffic. Please be careful as you head in this morning. It is 5:44.
Channel 3 First Warning WeatherNet is sponsored by Beaton Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. Here is meteorologist Caitlin Wright.
Oh, boy, Caitlin, I know it just mixes up your day a little bit, at least when we have some showers, right? Instead of like, it's warm and it might rain, it's warm and it might rain. Now you've got, really, it's going to rain.
It's going to rain, and it's warm, and it is muggy still. It's been really muggy.
Oh, my gosh, this morning, I had to claw through it, like going out to the porch. It was, seriously, it was crazy.
It's a little dramatic, but I know what you mean. Let's go ahead and look outside at our Artie's camera right now. Wow, this is a really cool shot. Beautiful. Yeah. Looks like a painting out there.
Sky, that's incredible.
It does look beautiful. This
there
shot's on top of South Harbor condos on Pensacola Beach. We'll see a decent sunrise, but of course we have those clouds out there, but that contrast between the clouds and the lights there on Pensacola Beach looks beautiful. So enjoy that for now before the rain this afternoon and evening. No rain now, but satellite and radar showing that rainy pattern for the southeastern corner of the United States to continue. High pressure will build in behind that. Finally, this area of low pressure is going to move to the east and dissipate and really diminish our rain chances, but not until we see the rain today. It'll likely hug the coast through the morning hours by about 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Already seeing some showers again along the coastal zones with those clouds as well. Check out the amount of cloud cover with the rain and the clouds. Our high temperatures not going to climb too much through the day, but also looking at some of these showers starting to build inland as we head through the afternoon by about 3, 4, even 5 o'clock, so your evening commute might be a little bit wet. I was driving yesterday from Destin back to Pensacola, and the rain was very, very heavy along I-10. Not saying it's going to set up there, but just saying if you're stuck in any of those rain showers, please slow down. If your windshield wipers are on, your headlights need to be on as well. Just a little reminder there. As we head through Wednesday, though, it's actually going to be really nice starting to see some lower humidity and some dry air funnel into the area. It's going to be a little hot. as we top out near 90, but with that dry air, it's going to feel nice and look nice. We'll see plenty of sunshine out there. 3D Doppler right now, we are completely dry, so no showers across the area. Temperatures are in the 70s and low 80s. It's 82 right now in Fort Walton Beach. Bruton and Milton checking in at 74 and 75 currently in Century. But by 1 o'clock, it'll be just about 85 degrees. So again, with the clouds and with a little bit of that rain, temperature's not going to climb too much. By 5 o'clock, about 84. Your Gulf seas this afternoon will run just at about 2 feet, and the bays will see a little light chop out there as well. Winds will be to the southwest at 8 to 13 knots. Checking your tropical satellite, there is no new tropical cyclone activity expected over the next 48 hours or over the next 5 days. So the Atlantic, the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, all quiet. So that is great news, especially this time of year during hurricane season. Your extended outlook, 88 for today with the clouds and with that rain. Temperatures not climbing too high, but our low temperatures will start going down as we actually see some of that dry air and a little less cloud cover in place. So some of those clear skies by Wednesday night into Thursday. We have no rain chance Wednesday and Thursday. That does go back to 20 to 30% as we inch toward your weekend.
A candidate for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture says her campaign account with Wells Fargo was canceled because she's received money from medical marijuana lobbyists. Well, now Nikki Fried is calling on other candidates to drop the bank. Here's Jake Stofan.
Democratic candidate for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture Nikki Fried is an outspoken supporter of medical marijuana.
That has been my primary motivation for embarking on this campaign.
Fried says that support resulted in her campaign's checking account with Wells Fargo being canceled.
These actions by Wells Fargo are totally unprecedented and crystallize the reason why I chose to run for office. The failures of our laws, institutions, politicians to respect patients and doctors, the will of the voters.
In an email exchange between a Wells Fargo representative and Fried's team, the bank asked for Fried to clarify if she had or planned to receive any contributions from medical marijuana lobbyists. Fried, a former lobbyist for the industry herself, confirmed and was notified her account would be closed. While Fried says she was able to move her funds into a new account with BB&T, medical marijuana treatment centers and others who do business in the industry simply don't have that option.
Their accounts are no longer accepted. They're being put on notice. And you know, so a safe, compliant banking system is needed.
Although a West Coast bank called GRN Funds is looking to fill the vacancy.
I will certainly have a conversation with them and see what I can do to get them access here.
Fried says while she can't say for sure if Wells Fargo acted illegally, her team will be looking into the matter and may take legal action if they deem it necessary. In Tallahassee, Jake Stofan, Channel 3 News.
Ahead, Facebook wants to make MRIs faster. You heard me right, MRIs. How they're using artificial intelligence to do that. Plus, the Hollywood buzz. You want a recreation of James Bond's iconic car. Look at that. Oh, but you're not going to believe how much it's going to set you back.
You spend hours online when all it takes is a few minutes at VinceWibs.com to save thousands. Encore, Envision, Enclave, Katie, and Terrain. Get your best selection, value, and payment from Vince Wibbs in Car City, Pensacola.
Honey, the installers from Hometown are here.
Hi, I'm Tanner with Hometown, and I'm here to install the bath of your dreams.
What impressed me the most about the bathroom installers was the quality of the work. Our experience has been extremely positive.
Our customers say it best.
What we really like about Hometown contractors is that if you need something, they're here. And when we needed something else done in the bathroom, they were here, right on the spot.
Be smart. Choose Hometown. We make it easy.
Chris Dosif is attacking President Trump. Dosif's even attacking Matt Gaetz for standing with President Trump. But while liberals like Dosif attack our president, Gaetz has Trump's full endorsement.
We have some absolute warriors. We have Matt Gaetz.
You ever watch this guy on television? It's like a machine. He's great. Matt Gaetz. He's great. Matt Gaetz.
I'm Matt Gaetz, and I approve this message.
Why is Eastern Shore Toyota the place to buy? Well, that's simple. Our value plan. Here, let me explain. With our exclusive value plan, you get a lifetime warranty, plus identity protection, theft protection, key and remote replacement protection, and paintless dent repair. Eastern Shore Toyota.
This portion of Channel 3 News is sponsored by Zarzar Law, PA.
Maybe you don't want to hire a board-certified civil trial lawyer for your injury case. Maybe having a lawyer that has millions of dollars in jury verdicts and hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements is just not a big factor for you. Perhaps you don't care if your injury lawyer has the highest rating from Google and Martindale-Hubbell and is board-certified in civil trial by the Florida Bar and the National Board of Trial Advocacy. Maybe you don't care to hire an expert for your injury case, even if it's the same no fee, no cost unless you win. Wait, maybe you should.
Well, turns out there isn't much you can do at all to keep Google from collecting your data. A new study says information pours into Google servers through its free services like Maps and Chrome. Researchers say phones that aren't being used still sent Google location information hundreds of times over 24 hours. Changing your settings may not do the trick either. Google says it may still store your location data even if you disable the feature. Deleting Google's apps, well, that's not even going to keep you out of reach. They can still collect data from other apps and websites you visit if they use Google's marketing and advertising services. Google, in response to that study, calls it misleading. Facebook now, artificial intelligence from Facebook, they want to use their lab to help make MRIs faster. The company says they're going to use data from thousands of MRI exams to create an algorithm to recognize how the human body is made up. Then, during an exam, part of the image will be created by artificial intelligence. Experts say it could make the whole MRI process 10 times faster, but they are still working out how to avoid missing important details like a tiny tear in a ligament. Apple may be planning to roll out a pair of new computers later this year. Bloomberg says they include a low-cost laptop that's going to look similar to the current MacBook Air. Reports also mention an upgrade to the Mac Mini desktop. No word yet on the price tags of those things. We'll keep you posted. And this year may be a good one for retailers. The Commerce Department says overall retail sales were up nearly 6.5% in July. Experts say if consumers are willing to spend in the summertime, that bodes well for holiday spending later this year. Now stay with us for the Hollywood buzz, how Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves may have accidentally tied the knot in the 90s. They may be married. For real.
Denali, a badge of honor for the relentless, who never tire of striving for the best. This is your invitation to upgrade. The GMC Denali Invitation, going on now. Visit your GMC dealer today.
Step up to GMC with 10% below MSRP on this all-wheel drive 2018 Acadia Denali. That's over $5,100 below MSRP on this Acadia.
Nursing homes in our area cost about $8,000 per month. Medicaid has rules about what assets you can and cannot keep. I'm J. Mark Fisher. I'm Bentley Fisher. Give us a call for more information about the Medicaid rules and the legal documents you might need.
In the Navy, Ron DeSantis stood up for our country by serving in Iraq. DeSantis stood up for taxpayers to stop a congressional pay raise and eliminate the sexual harassment hush fund for members of Congress. Now, DeSantis is standing up to powerful special interests who are wrecking the Everglades and poisoning our waters. They've spent millions to stop him, but DeSantis isn't backing down. Ron DeSantis, he stands up for what's right. He stands for Florida.
First National Bank and Trust gives us the tools that we need to keep our inventory supplied, so we have a great selection of inventory for our customers to come down and choose from. They make it easier for customers to go in, get financing. They have a lot of options for you. They back our inventory. They've been really superb to work with. It's a hometown bank. You just feel comfortable when you walk through the door.
At First National Bank and Trust, we're a community bank. Come experience the difference and give us the opportunity to earn your business.
Captain World and major savings here for World Ford, the Panhandle's #1 Ford dealer and home base of the double military discount. Save over $15,000 off MSRP on a new 2018 Ford F-150 at World Ford in the heart of Car City. Online at worldfordpensacola.com.
All right, time now for the Hollywood buzz. I'm telling you, this woman has a heart of stone. We'll get into it later, but right now let's talk about the Aston Martin that James Bond drove in the movies. Well, they're recreating it. It was called the DB5, the iconic car of James Bond. There's Connery. Ooh, the iconic Bond. He was introduced to the car in the 1964 film Goldfinger. The recreated version will have some of the gadgets that were made famous in that film, like those revolving number plates. Only 25 of them will be sold. It's going to happen in the year 2020. And are you ready? $3.5 million is all it's going to cost you. But don't even look for these cars on the road. The DD5 isn't even street legal. It's just keep it in your garage, show it to your friends.
Yeah, and Laura, you might have to help me out with all this, but Winona Ryder, and says she might be married to co-star
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Back in 1992, they starred together in Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's
Dracula.
Yeah, we're doing this together. Ryder says Coppola hired a real Romanian priest to officiate the
ceremony.
This ceremony.
Anyway, so what they did was they brought in this Romanian priest, and they think he was real. So they think that the wedding ceremony in the movie may have been real. The pair have now reunited for their new film, Destination Wedding. So it was probably some well-timed planning, maybe even a little publicity stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Or maybe they're married.
Yeah.
We just don't know. Anyway, Destination Wedding opens August 31st. And Twilight, fans of that series, can now live in one of the homes from the movie.
Yeah.
Did you watch Twilight?
I did. I actually really liked it.
Wow. Okay, so the house was the home for Bella Swan in the films. That looks familiar to you then, Caitlin, yeah? It's in St. Helens, Oregon. It's up for sale. The owner wanted to preserve the home's interior so it looks just like it did during filming. $349,000. You and Ryan could buy that for your new house.
Oh, yeah. We just need a little bit of help, so.
Yeah, and some really sharp incisor teeth.
Yeah.
All right. That is the Hollywood Buzz. We did it together, and we'll be back.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Dean & Kemper Injury Lawyers or visit aftertheaccident.com.
I'm Sophia, and I want to tell you about my dad, Chris Dosev. My dad has a family business. He takes care of us and makes jobs for other moms and dads. My dad is a Marine and fought in Desert Storm. My dad has taught me to love our country and be active in our community. He also makes sure I do my chores. My dad takes me to church every Sunday. My dad gave me this sweet dog Maverick, who we love very much. Let's send my dad to Washington, because Northwest Florida needs a dad in Congress.
I'm Chris Dosev. I approve this message.
Hi, I'm John Cannell, president of Cannell & Company Realty. By the way, this is not an ad for Car City. It's not an ad for cars. This is a real estate ad. Our 5-star group of over 50 highly experienced realtors are racing fast track for all your real estate needs. Remember, when it comes to real estate, to buy and sell, call Cannell.
Labor Day is just around the corner, which means one more day you don't have to sit here, or here. Haverty's Labor Day sale means you can sit here, or here. Get $100 off every $1,000 you spend for a limited time only. You deserve a better place to sit on your day off. Haverty's, life looks good.
Conservative Rebecca Bidlack or career politician Mike Hill. Bidlack is endorsed by the NRA for defending our rights. Our career politician Mike Hill, running for his 5th office in the last 8 years. Rebecca Bidlack, who stands with President Trump and will outlaw sanctuary cities. Or politician Mike Hill, who joined Democrats fighting against Governor Scott's jobs program, hurting Florida families. Liberals choose Hill. Rebecca Bidlack is the conservative choice.
Now, on Channel 3 News.
Another attempt by Russian hackers ahead of the midterm elections. The new information from Microsoft overnight. New developments on the Russia investigation. What the president now says about a possible interview with a special counsel. And an education amendment may not be on Florida's ballot in November. Why a judge says it's got to go. 3 in the morning starts now.
You're watching Northwest Florida's news station. This is WEAR, 3 in the morning in high definition.
Good morning, 6 o'clock Tuesday morning, and we are so glad you're here with us on the show. I'm Laura Hussey. Jared Willett has the week off. Meteorologist Caitlin Wright is back from her long weekend, though, so we are keeping it straight as best we can and looking out for rain.
Yes, we are trying to. Just bear with us. Let's go ahead and look at 3D Doppler right now. Completely dry, so that's really good news as you're walking out and stepping outside for your commute. It's a little bit muggy out there, and it is a little bit warm, but we're running into no issues in terms of dense fog. Just 6 to 10 miles in terms of visibility, so looking okay on that front. 79 degrees in Pensacola, though, so again, it is pretty mild, and it is pretty muggy outside. Now, we will actually see some dry air, you didn't hear that wrong, come into our our area after the soggy day we'll see today. So I'll pinpoint the timing of the rain and when we clear out coming up in just a little bit.
Traffic Watch is sponsored by Lee Buick GMC.
Well, let's begin with Airport Boulevard, picking up there as it meets I-10. Everything moving smoothly. A quick pop over to Pine Forest as well. Smooth sailing for you if you're headed out right now. It's 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. Perjury worries for the president in the Russia investigation and new worries about Russian hacking. To all those stories in just a moment, but your top local stories, a teenager in jail now facing charges accused of trying to kill his parents. A former PTA board member from Ferry Pass Elementary will spend time in prison for embezzling thousands from that organization. And this week, a former Hurlburt Field airman will be posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. Those stories and more ahead for you at 6:30. But right now, new developments in the Russia investigation. President Trump expressing new concerns about an interview with the special counsel. And this, as the top lawyer in the White House, has become an inside source for the special counsel. ABC's Arlette Saenz runs it down.
After months of saying he'd like to talk with Robert Mueller,
I would love to speak. I would love to. Nobody wants to speak more than me.
President Trump is revealing his concern about an interview with the special counsel, saying it could be a perjury trap. The president telling Reuters he's worried Mueller could pit his statements against those of others who have testified, like former FBI Director James Comey. He says, even if I am telling the truth, that makes me a liar. That's no good. He also declared he could run the Russia investigation if he wanted to, saying, I can go in and I could do whatever. I could run it if I want, but I decided to stay out. He added, I'm totally allowed to be involved if I wanted to be. So far, I haven't chosen to be involved. I'll stay out. And the president with a new attack, tweeting Mueller is disgraced and discredited, and calling his team a group of thugs. This comes after reports that a top White House lawyer has become a key witness for the special counsel.
Was it a mistake to have you speak without limits to special counsel Mueller?
White House counsel Don McGahn on MSNBC not responding to questions about his talks with investigators. The New York Times reported McGahn met with Mueller's team